I am Zee Garcia. I'm taking over for Tom here doing one of the boring unboxing videos. We got a couple of boxes that just showed up from Essen, some stuff we sent back. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these. Here we go. Let me get an assist here, Kenny. Give me a game. Give me a game. All right, we've got here also Honden Bond. This is from Zack. It's a kid's game. Looks cute. Looks like it's got some neat dice there. 3D board going on. I like it. It's very pretty. Building a robot, I guess. And little 30-minute games for kids 7 and up. All right, there you go. Bam. Next up, we got Valhalla. Valhalla here with a really cool cover. I think I've heard about this one. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's like a card-driven game. But I see some dice there, too. So I guess you're fighting, rolling some dice as well. Preparing for Ragnarok. 320 cards. What? That's crazy. 15 dice, a whole bunch of stuff. And then apparently 8 expansions right in the box. That's what I'm talking about. Keep that replayability up. Okay, there we go. Valhalla. Really cool cover, too. I like it. All right, next up, we've got a game called Pictures. Pictures here is, well, it's about pictures. I don't know what's going on here, but that's what it looks like. Quick playing family game, simple rules. You have to come up with a picture, secret picture card with one set of components. So this is kind of like code names, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. I like the pictures, but I guess you are putting together something here and trying to get players to guess one of the pictures out there using some funky components. Clever, interesting maybe? I don't know. I'm worried it might be derivative too though, and the cover is a little forgettable, but I'll check it out. Sounds like it could be a neat party game.
We interrupt this unboxing with an even more boring unboxing. We don't want to see what's in the Essen stuff, do we? We're going to see what's in this box. What? This is called Hoopla Stack. You know what this game is? You make a tower, and then you got to pull a thing out as fast as you can. That's the whole game. Alrighty. Well, that's like for the dexterity part of the Dice Tower library. All right, now we got this pretty heavy box here. This is from, I think, Queen Games. Maybe it's Runestones? I don't know. Let's find out. It is Runestones. I feel pretty good about my ability to read what's happening here. And the expansion, Wayward Creatures, and it looks like a Queenie showed up in here. A Queenie is what they have as their like promos of sorts. But wait, there's more. This is from Quartermaster Logistics, so this could be anything because they deliver a lot of Kickstarters. What do we got here? Dungeonology. All right, that's kind of a cool cover. Woo, there's a lot going on in this game. And then another box. Dungeonology, Circe's Bay. Whew, these are pretty heavy. Well, that's cool. Looking forward to giving these a whirl. Alrighty, enough about me. Back to Sam and Z.
All right, next up from Porta Games Offshore. This was getting some love there at Essen, and it's got a very serious look to the whole thing, but hopefully it's a good game, a robust game. 3 to 5 players, 60 minutes. I tend to like games from this company, so I am looking forward to it. And as you can tell there, you're just basically building oil rigs out in the ocean, drilling, things like that. So there you go, and it's got a pretty cool cover too. I like that cover there. So Offshore, all right. Next up, Kingdom of Medag, I think. And this is from 2+. I like some of their games. I know I've liked some of their games in the past. This looks pretty good. Wow, I like this back a lot. Some tiles here, the cute little critters, some meeples. How many people does this play? Let's find out here. All right, there we go. 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, 15 to 20 minutes per player, I think is what that means. So that's pretty good. And this, of all the ones I've seen so far, this is the one I'm most excited about, to be honest. I want to try this. This looks like one I want to dig into. Just the themes working for me, the tiles there lined up, all the scoring track around the outside. This looks cool to me. So I want to check this out. All right, next up, Jeju Island. And this is from Grail Games. Let me see. I'm assuming this is a kids game, ages 7 and up. Yeah, 2 to 4 players. And you've got your little island there, a bunch of little cute tiles. Taking a vacation around Jeju Island while sightseeing. All right, looks cute. This is going to be something that I assume Tom's going to want to tackle maybe with his kids. For me, it's not really for me, obviously. But hopefully it's good. And it definitely looks pretty. It's got that that happy Bob look to it. Their games kind of usually tend to have this similar art style, which is cute. All right, this game here is a game called El Camarero, which is the server, basically, or the waiter. And it is a card collecting or sort of memory game in which you have a bell. You're trying to replenish people's orders, like give them the thing they requested without messing up, because you don't get to see what it was. You find out early, and then it's all memory from that point on. I heard a little bit about it while I was there. Seems like a party game. It seems like it also might have too many rules, maybe, for being such a light and goofy game. So I don't know. Haven't tried it out yet, obviously, but I'm hoping it plays out in a very light and simple way and doesn't get bogged down with minutia. We'll see about that. All right, this is an expansion to Heaven and Ale, Kegs, and more. It's got this guy right here. He looks like he popped right out of what's that spoof? What's that movie called with Cary Elwes where he's Robin Hood? Merry Man? I don't know. He looks like that guy in that movie who is, bringing them some ale and performing some surgeries. Anyway, I'm going off the deep end here. Heaven and Ale, Kegs, and more. Gives you an extra board, a sideboard, some tiles, some components there. I haven't actually played the base game, so I don't have a lot to say about this one, unfortunately. But hey, I know the game is very well liked. And it's one really I should play because I like the designers. And the game looks pretty neat. But I'll have to wait on this expansion. There you go. All right, next up. Oh, this is a chunky game. This is heavy. Gala. And this is 2 to 4 players. The In Sync series. What? I don't know what that is. 60 minutes. Oh, that's why it's heavy. There's a bunch of miniatures in here. All right, and this looks to be a gladiatorial thing. That's what you're doing. You're fighting with your little gladiators. Oh, you know what? I remember seeing a demo of this. Someone gave me showed me the game there and gave me like a little spiel about how it kind of worked. Seemed a little convoluted, to be honest. So I don't know, but the art style and the look of the whole thing seems light and fluffy and silly. I don't think the game is necessarily like that, but I'll have to actually play before I can make that call. There you go. All right, next up, mini miners. Mini miners here. You are going to be, I assume, mining with very small people or in a very small cave. I don't know what the mini comes from, but it's 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes, and you are going to be digging down into this cave, down in Miner Town. Grabbing some goodies, I assume, and then making your way back up, perhaps. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Gold and diamonds. Be adventurous enough to brave those dangers. All right, cool. I don't really like this theme very much. I find it a little, I don't know, just been there, done that kind of theme for me. But hopefully it's a good one. It seems simple, that's nice. All right, next up, the theme of the year, y'all. Ambrosia has a bee on the cover. That's what I'm talking about. If you're anyone in board gaming right now, you're working on a game about bees. And this one looks pretty cool, actually. I like this board. It looks kind of abstract, where you're moving around the stacks of bees, landing on these flowers. What do we got? Bee colony, flying. Beat the other players by landing your bees in the best places and collecting the most nectar. Yep. All right. 2 to 4 players, 45 minutes. This looks cool. I'm also excited about this one. So there you go. That is my second pick of everything I've seen here that I am saying, yes, I want to try this right away. Ambrosia. Next up, who do we got here? The Queen of Hansa. I'm assuming that's the queen. And these two people are at odds, you see, because they love both. They both love the queen, but one of them only wants her for her power. I'm making all that up. What is this? 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up. 8 and up, really. 45 minutes. And this is, I heard some about it. I got a little bit of buzz because it sounded like a neat Euro style game. So in it, you are collecting resources, trading the corresponding trade cards, amass luxury cars, have the most income after 3 rounds. All right. Looks neat. I don't know. This is one of those games that from looking at it, you just don't know. It might be amazing. It might be very tried and true, and it might be tired also. Hopefully it's good. But like I said, I did hear some good things. So I assume it's going to be an interesting game at the very least. All right, next up, what do we got here? This is like a book. Look at that. Called The Ring. Richard Wagner's The Ring. Or The Ring of the Nibelung. I'm assuming this is based on a book, though I'm not familiar with it, considering it looks like a book, and down here it says play the classics. So there you go. And it looks to be just a card game here. Ages 10 and up, 20 minutes, 2 to 5 people. At the dawn of time, somebody forged a ring, somebody lost it or stole it. During the game, the players are seeking the help of gods, men, and beasts in their struggle to seize the ring. Who is brave enough to write a book about a powerful ring that gets stolen and someone is looking for it? Who? That's a brave person. Richard Wagner is a brave dude. I am, of course, assuming he is a younger man than Mr. Tolkien, but still, that's a brave cat. There you go. All right, next up, Rumble Nation. Look at that. Rumble Nation. That title does not fit that cover. I like the cover a lot. It's a really cool looking game. Oh, it's like a very tiny area control game, I guess. Still a weird title, Rumble Nation. What does it say? You're warlords. You are contending for 11 castles. Trying to reinforce places. Yeah, okay. All right. And you're rolling some dice, it looks like, and putting out your influence, your control. This looks a little small. I mean, it just doesn't look like it's going to have any spark, any pizzazz. I don't know. I like the cover, though. I'll give it that. All right. Next up, Razia. Grazia for the Razia. This one is from De Veer. I do like their stuff. Sophia Wagner is the designer. I like the cartoony artwork. Ooh, it looks like a dice game. This looks cool. I love these dice-driven games with a board that features a bunch of dice. I don't know if you can see that, but there are a bunch of spots with hot peppers and dice there. I like that. And this one is a game for 2 to 5 players. The dice represent the mice. And each time they roll the dice, you have to arrange the results on the board so you can get as much food as possible. But you have to watch out for the greedy gobbler. All right. I like the look of this. I want to try it. It's pretty cute. Simple. Great artwork. Great attention to detail with the production, usually from these guys. So, yeah, I want to check this out. Put this on my list, too. All right, next up, still from De Veer. And again, like I was saying, they know how to do artwork and attention to detail. Kare. I don't actually know how you pronounce that, but I'm assuming. This is one that I had on one of my lists pre-Essen that I was excited about. But I mean, who wouldn't be? Look at this buff parrot. That is a great look. And as you can see on the back over here, it's a tile game. You are, I think, farming and developing your land, trying to score some victory points. It looks really cool. This is another one I was excited about, and I still am. Looking at it in person here, still looks great. I want to check this out. All right, Sky Tear, I'm guessing, not Tear. I'm assuming this is Sky Tear. They're tearing the sky in half. And this is a card-driven miniatures game inspired by MOBA video games. All right. There's been a few of those. I don't tend to like that style of game or that genre, but this looks like it's a solid one. It's actually not that heavy for how many things they're showing me are on the back over here. There are 25 pre-assembled miniatures, it says. There's a big board. There's a bunch of cards. This is something that Tom's going to get into, I think. He likes this kind of stuff. For me, I don't know. I'll try it. It might surprise me. And it definitely looks very splashy, right? This one gets that for sure. It's attractive, it's action-packed, it's got that going on for it, and I don't necessarily dislike these games, but this one is a wait and see for me. All right, here we've got Rune, 2nd edition. I have seen a previous edition of this, though I haven't played it, and it looked not so great. So they've got a 2nd edition here. I don't know what's been changed. I don't know what they've updated. It looks the same to me. So the cards look the same, everything looked the same, and it just had a vibe of an old collectible card game from like '97, you know. This still looks like that, so I don't know, but it is that style of game. Bunch of cards with a bunch of different effects, and you are doing, I don't know, something, protecting the land, or what is it, post-apocalyptic, dark world. You are scattered groups of survivors fighting among yourselves for dominance. There you go. That's what it is. Rune. So, All right, Escape from the Asylum, Part 1 and 2. All right, this is from Lifestyle Board Games. I think they're a Russian company. They got some neat stuff going on. And this one is one of those escape kind of exploration games. Don't really know anything about it. It looks neat. There we go. 12 and up, 1 or more players, 5 times 60 minutes on each. So I guess it's a 5-parter each box, and each of those parts is about 60 minutes. If that's the case, that's a lot of game in there. Though, again, looking at the way this is packaged, not a lot of information either. So who knows? I'm assuming it's mostly cards. We'll see. Here we got a little game from Zack Void. I don't know how you say that. I like this artwork a lot. It's different from the usual artwork you find on kits' games. It's a little grimier. That's not the right word. It's a little less cutesy. How about that? I really like this artist. And then on the back we've got here some cards. There, some dice. And you are going to be... It's a buggy dice game with a lot of give and take. All right, I'm assuming it's got some take that in it. These games, you know, the description on these small games that have to do it in 4 languages don't really give you a whole lot, do they? So we'll see. It looks really light, and obviously is meant to be a game for kids. What do we got there? Ages 8 and up, 30 minutes. 30 minutes? Seems a little long for this, but we'll see. All right, now a big one. Let's talk about a big game. Oh my, this is heavy. Western Empires. Look at that. Oh boy, I am not kidding here. What do we got? 5 to 9 players. That's a weird player count. 5 to 9 players, 6 to 12 hours, and it's ages 14 to 99. 6 to 12 hours, 5 to 9 players. Good luck getting this to the table more than once, folks, if you bought this. You better have a real dedicated and readily available game group. This is a monster. Wow, look at that. So you're choosing a number of these boards depending on the number of players, it looks like, right? Yeah, this is a standalone game for 5 to 9, but together with Eastern Empires, you can play Mega Empires up to 18 players. Whoo! There it is. You know what? I'm going to put this down before I give myself a hernia. All right. Oh, and you know what this game needs is an expansion. Western Empires, the special buildings. We just couldn't fit these in. All right, players can construct special buildings, which grant them benefits, and so now you've got little special building miniatures. I'm guessing this is just the minis and the cards are actually in the game. That's what it sounds like. So there you go, a little thing. Is that it? I already showed this guy. So I think that's it. Oh man, Western Empires, yeah! All right, everybody, that's it for my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed that boring unboxing. Tom will be back soon, I'm sure. Don't worry, I'm out of here, I'll leave. Thanks, I'm Zee Garcia. See you on the next one. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.